Good evening, guys. You are welcome to Graphic College, and today I'll be showing us how I created this simple food flyer, restaurant flyer. Okay, so first thing we do is we clear this background because this was the one I worked on before. So we clear the background and we import the image we use for the background. Okay, so this is it, and I'll just make it a box size. Okay, then I'll use my relative size to adjust this to make it 100 by 100. Then I click OK and use relative position to make sure it balances well at the center. Then I lock this. Now next thing I do is create a shape, okay, to give it that faded look. I'll change this color to yellow. The yellow I used is a default color in your Pixel Lab, so just scroll through, you're going to see it. Yellow. I click OK. Then I'll go over to my relative size and I'll increase it to 100 by 100. I click OK. Then I use relative position here. I click this to make it centralized, and I click this to keep it centralized at the vertical sides. So I click OK. Now I move over to opacity for this same shape. Then I reduce it to 85. Okay, and I click OK. Then I lock it up. Next is creating the shapes that carries the images. So I'll just create shape, make it a circle, then increase the size so that it fits well to what I want to do. Then I adjust very well to give room on this right side, give room for the text I'll be using. So this is good. Then I'll go and select pink. Also the purple. The purple color I used is also found by default in your Pixel Lab. So just scroll through, you're gonna see it. After the pink, this one, you get a purple. So I click OK. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'll lock this shape. Then I will copy it. This is copy here. So I'll just click copy, then go over to this place and use texture to add the picture I want inside of it. This is the picture. Make it a box shape. If you want to know how to do this, go to the other videos where I've taught on how to use pictures as texture. So done now. I'll just place it on top of this one. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I click OK and I'll reduce the size of this one. I want it to fit right inside. Then I've reduced it with my relative size. Then I'll use this position tool here to adjust it so that it sits well. Okay, I just want to give it a bit of a stroke look. So that's it. Then I click here and I lock it up. Then next, there are also images we put here and here. I want to create that. I'll do the same thing, exactly what I've done for the other one. Sorry. Exactly what I've done for this bigger one. But this time around, we are doing it for smaller shapes, okay? So this one is okay. Then I'll select the same color. This. I click OK. Then I'll copy this one also. And then the same thing we have done, we'll just rush that now. Let me quickly rush that. Just do that quickly. Okay. Then I will lock this first one here to avoid me moving it by mistake. Then I put this one and I reduce the size. It's just exactly what we have done for the other bigger one. Okay. So no need me doing explanations on that further. So this is it. I'll just lock it up. Then I'll copy this one since it's the same size we are using for the second one. So I'll just copy it up quickly. I bring it down here. Okay. Then I lock it. Then I copy the second one which carries the picture. It will also carry picture for the other food. Okay. But don't worry, just set your image well. Now, to change the picture is very easy. Just scroll over to texture and click this picture icon here then you'll be able to select the image you want. Okay, the images are in the description of the video, so don't worry about how to get them. All right, just scroll over to the description and you will see the link to get the images. So these, I've locked it. Then we are done with our images. Now over to our text. Please, I use right alignment. So the next thing you're going to do is activate your grid to be able to align your text to the right. So click on this settings option, then move your grid to a place where you feel comfortable with. But please make sure you give space so that there won't be any issues with your text. So, okay. Now, if you don't off these settings, you move these things by mistake. As you can see, it's moving by mistake. So you off it so that it won't move by mistake. Then we start adding our text. First text is the text having the most emphasis, okay, or carrying the highest hierarchy. So we just click on this text and we create, how do you like your meals? I have the text here because I've created that before, so you adjust it the way you like. Okay, then you can see by default it is left alignment. Then we just quickly change it to right alignment. You come over, scroll over, you see align, click it. This is for left alignment, this is for central alignment, this is for right alignment. So once you touch right alignment, it goes over to the right. Then you align it with this line that you have put here. Let your text touch the line. That's how to align your text. So now next is to change the color. The same purple we use for the shape, change it. Then the font I used, okay, is Montserrat font. This is the one I used, Montserrat Heavy Demo. Click OK. Now the text have shifted, so what we just do is we adjust it like this. Okay, so this is how it looks. Then what we'll do now is we'll increase the size because that is what carries the most emphasis. Okay, sorry, we would use the line spacing here to give it some amount of space in between them for readability. Okay, now if you discover, you see that the images are way too big, so what you have to do is just shift them to the left. Okay, you just click here. How many images we have? 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. That's 6 of them. So we'll just come to this layer icon, use this option here. It would, once you click it, it will bring out check boxes. You just begin to check all the 6 of them. Then click on this one, edit to here, and click on the position 2. Then move them to the left so that there will be enough space for your text. Okay, now you have done that, you can now adjust your text, increase the size to give it more emphasis. Okay, all right, so that being done, now that you will lock it up. Now the next thing is the body of the text. Okay, the call to action. So we come over to text again, we click here and just give us a call on, this is the number I used for the brand. So I have the text here, don't mind me. I have the text here, so you see it. You can use the same text or you just create something for yours. Okay. All right. Now this one is also by default on left alignment. So what we do now is just change the color to black. Okay, then make it right alignment. I believe you know how to do that now. Then we align it to this to stay on this line which I have put here. Then we lock it up. Okay, the next thing now is the name of the brand. We created, the name of the brand is Golden Plate. Golden Plate. And the color is also purple. Okay, then the font, the name of the font is JavaCom, but is also in the description created. Then okay, you just also align it to this place. Then you reduce the size. Okay, then align it to this place. Good. And then you lock it up. Now the next thing to do is create the other name, Golden Plate Restaurant and Lounge. Okay, so okay, then you just bring it here, reduce the size so it's becomes smaller than that golden plate up there. Reduce the size, use 20. Okay, then move it there, change the color to black also. Then we'll go over to spacing here. All right, then we give it a spacing of 20, or let's say 30. Okay, then we align, we move it so it's aligns well with that grid we put by the right. Okay, so this is it, and we lock it. Then we copy this because this is what we use for the same text, and spacing is what we use for the number below. So you just copy, bring it down here, edit, and change it to the number of your choice. Now you bring it to the right, bring it to the right, also lock it. Then the call icon, because you want people to call that, you come over here, import, then select the call icon and reduce the size. Let it be smaller compared, in fact, let it be small compared to the number, so it doesn't steal the emphasis laid on the number. Okay, then that means we need to increase the size of our text. Increase the size of the text, maybe 23. Okay, then align it well. Okay, then move your call icon. Now this is better. Move it down a bit. Move it down a bit. Okay, this is better. Now the last thing we put here is the tagline of the brand. All right, but if you look at it, there's not enough space. Always try to give space for your texts. Whenever you are trying to input a text and you see there's not enough space, you look at what you can adjust. Okay, look at this. There is more than enough space here. So what we do is we just shift these two text upward a bit. We'll come here. How do you like your meals? Then use this position tool to shift it up, 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 up. Good. And shift the other one up also. Good. Now we see we have space for our tagline. Now the tagline has the same font with this golden plate, so we'll just come here, click on the golden plate and copy it, then edit it. The tagline is home away from home. Okay, now you just reduce the font size because the tagline is not important than other information, so it carries the least emphasis. Okay, leave it at 25. Then you just bring it to this right side. Okay, let it, yeah. Now scroll over to this place, you will see style. Just click it and click bold, and you click OK. Now you see we have successfully created that flyer. Okay, so replicate yours, and the description is below this video. Thank you.